must compliment our host. I've had a cracking holiday.
Ooh, thank goodness for that. It was a near thing though, wasn't it? Ooh, smell those fish and chips.
We can look forward to superior chow here in the offices, Mayor's what?
The tableware doesn't seem to be in breach of any health and safety regulations. Enforcement's the key, of course.
You smell like heaven, lassie. Did you buy a new perfume for our date?
Oh, really, Duncan? That's just the flower in my hair. And I'm not sure I'd call it a date.
Before we tuck in, on behalf of the management, that is, Gromit and me, I'd like to welcome you all to our new venture. West Wallaby Street Water World, the only holiday destination with its own all-weather seaside in the cellar basement
I have a
beach
few
attract-
words to say myself. Raise your glasses. Raise them, I said. To a great day with a great lass. The sweetest sights I ever smelled. That's right, I'm talking about... Hey! Who turned out the... Ah! What's all this?
Who's there?
Leave off!
Lincoln Nora,
Did
this
you
is a
see
road
that?
blue.
That
them
Duncan
right
fan was
there?
right there, big as life. Then he up and vanished. Saw it with me all night.
Everyone
Bring me my
quiet! Calm
cider.
down, I say. I must insist on calm. This is
think
not
they'll-
what stuff. Quiet!
Whatever's happening to me?
Help me! Help me, somebody! Is someone there? Help me! I can't move! Thank you, whoever you are. I was this close to taking my last breath. You found me just in time.
I've located the victim. Mr. McBiscuit has sustained a nasty knock to the noggin and don't remember naught about it. Happily, he will recover. However, aggravated thumping is a serious offence, and I've no choice but to treat every one of you as suspects.
Outrageous!
But I never touched it.
Suspects?
Until our thumper is caught, nobody leaves this house, nobody comes in, and nobody goes out. Not till I know the person who done it.
I know who did it. Spies from abroad. Saboteurs from the South Sea.
Thank you, Major. That's enough of your doolally chatter for now. Only cold, hard facts can solve this mystery.
Solve this mystery?
That's right. By the book. You know, burden of innocence and proof of purchase and all that. That's our real investigations. Now, what's that contraption?
My latest prototype, Constable. The Deductomatic Mystery Solver.
Deductomatic? Is that what's been taking money out of my savings account?
Oh no, Mrs. Gabberly. The Deductomatic harnesses unused brain power to solve mysteries.
If you're pointing the finger, Wallace, any accusation must be backed up by hard fact and proven according to the law.
Well, that is, it should be working. Aha! I've got it!
Right then. Tell us, Wallace, who thumped Duncan McBiscuit?
Who done it? Who done it? Oh, that can't be right.
We're waiting.
Just a moment. Any idea who done it, lad? You wouldn't mind pointing him out, would you? It was Poogie Woo and Tinky Wee.
Two wee pups laying Duncan low. That's daft, that is.
Aye, silly that.
The very idea of accusing my dear doggies. How absurd!
Aye, quite absurd. Absurd, eh? Nothing is absurd before the law.
Here we go.
It is the absurd claims the law takes most seriously. For if the absurd cannot expect justice and a fair hearing, then who among us can?
He's got a point.
We must treat this accusation according to the law. The law requires proof. Proof requires... hold on. Proof requires three things. First, the motive. Why did the suspects thump Duncan McBiscuit? Second, the weapon. What was he thumped with? Third, a witness. Who can collaborate, corroborate, back up your accusation? Do you have a motive, a weapon, and a witness, Mr. Wallace?
I'll just recalibrate the inference-ometers. There we are.
What'll it be? Motive, weapon, or witness?
Where to begin? Of course. Now we'll get the facts.
Get what facts?
The weapon. I've determined the weapon.
Well done. Tell us what, Wadgy Podgy and Winky T used to thump Duncan. Well, out with it, man.
Just a moment. Do you have anything resembling a weapon, lad? I could use one sharpish. Oh, still a few bugs in the system to winkle out?
All right, that's enough of that. Everyone can go about their normal business, but remember, nobody leaves the house until the mystery is solved.
Those stairs don't climb themselves, you know.
Once I have the deductomatic properly calibrated, this case will be elementary, dear Gromit, elementary. In the meantime, why don't you, sniff up some clues for the deductomatic to process, eh, lad? You might start with the constable there. I expect he's got some juicy leads.
I've got the suspects right where I want them, written down on me official constabulary notepad. I'll crack the case with this, I will. It's got to be one of these three, but which one? Do you sense something, boy? Yes, I'll have a little chat with the Major. Perhaps he knows something he doesn't know he knows.
And if you don't believe me, I invite you to inspect the evidence.
Are you having a laugh?
Enough questions. We're wasting time. The spies could be signaling their ship. If they give away our position, we're done for.
All right, yes, fine. So tell me what these so-called spies of yours looked like.
Don't mind if I do. It was dark. Dark as a darkened room. Then the door cracked open, and I saw them. Swarthy little men with sunken eyes and primitive tattoos, dragging Duncan's limp body. Sailors, judging by their uniforms, natives of the South Seas, I'd say. Stake my reputation on it.
Did they look like this?
No. Eyes more sunken, with heavy brows. That's better. add nautical tattoos round their necks, and don't forget the uniform. There we are. A hint more menace. Just a hint now. Yes, now you've got it. Those are the villains I saw.
Right, so this is what they look like, eh?
Post that picture to every jack-tar in the Navy. We've got to stop them before they make landfall.
That's just what I'll do.
The man means well, but he's a couple of bricks short of the full hod. Good to see you, Private. Watch your hindquarters, Private. There are spies about. Saw 'em myself, dragging off that Duncan chap. Not a pretty picture.
Mr. Gabble is news agent, now open for business. Is that a customer I hear? Oi, you want to shop here? You gotta follow my rules. Do you hear? Take what you like and I'll put it on slate. Business will sort out payment later. Got that? Oi, and don't nick nothing while you're about it. Blimey, that were easy. I don't know why Winnie makes so much fuss.
Mr. Gabberley promised he'd run shop for me. Imagine him downstairs face to face with actual customers.
You shouldn't eat candy floss, Mr. Paneer. Bad for your teeth.
Oh, I'm not eating it. I just like having something to hold.
You must try to stop worrying so.
What? The Thumper? Who knows where he'll strike next?
I don't think there is a thumper. I think Duncan just fell over and wandered off by himself. He's a clumsy oaf, you know.
Aye, he is heavy on his feet, that's for sure.
He'll bounce back. He always does. It's Poochie Woo and Tinky Wee I'm worried about. Those silly accusations hurt their feelings. I just hope playing dress-up will lift their spirits. A new look is a tonic for the soul, don't you find?
Afraid I don't know how to play dressing-up games as it happens.
Doggy dress-up, silly. I just need to pick the right outfits. So many to choose from. what a nice present. That's a stylish look. I do admire those sunglasses. I suppose they're back in fashion. Seems I'm something of a trendsetter. Oh, you found it. Good boy. Now, Poochie Woo and Tinky Wee can play sailor again.
Ah! Oh, it's only you, Gromit. For a moment I thought... well, never mind. I'm sorry, lad, but if you want some candy floss, you'll have to get your own. I'm rather... attached to mine.
Do you like the pretty pictures? Not my best shot. He thinks he's so important. Oh, Mrs. Gabberly is as cute as kittens. Or strays, anyway. Oh, the Major seems to have lost his bearings. His holiday didn't turn out quite the way he planned, did it? My poor little darlings. They love a fashion shoot, but they were so agitated they couldn't sit still. Do you know what upset them? Some horrid person stole Mr. Squeaky. Isn't that awful? Mr. Squeaky's only a bone, but he's absolutely their favourite toy. The three of them are inseparable. Personally, I think it was that constable. Who else could be so cruel as to steal from a couple of helpless little puppies? He's like a little boy, crazy for candy floss. My poor little Duncan. All he wanted was to take me out on a date. Perhaps I'll let him, if we ever get out of here. He looks so happy.
Oh, the constable won't even let you out for walkies, will he? He took quite a thumping, didn't he? Can't say he didn't deserve it. Still, can't leave him to rot all on his lonesome. Someone's got to tend to the great lug.
Oh,
He's coming round.
oh, my head. Somebody stop the spinning. There's a whirlpool I'm in.
Don't fret, Patch, you've had a nasty knock. Did you see who thumped you?
No, but I can almost remember what hit me. The terrible weapon that laid me low,
You saw the weapon what hit you?
I think so. It was Oh, I can't remember a thing. My brain's been boggled.
Ooh, you've got amnesia, you have.
Amnesia? Oh, not that, as well as a bang to the head. Is it fatal?
Just take things step by step, Chuck. What's the last thing you can remember?
Well, I were upstairs, getting set for a jump down yon slide, but something wasn't right. Them little dogs of Felicity's were underfoot, and they wouldn't shut their yaps. Duncan McBiscuit doesn't take guff from yapping wee dugs, so I grabbed that bone toy of theirs and took it away. They didn't like it one bit. Oh, no. Best part was, when I squeezed the wee toy, it drove them crazy, because it made this noise. This noise. Och, what was that noise? I can't recall. My brain's turned to haggis.
Don't fret, Pat. Just rest. It'll come back to you.
That's it! The sound of the toy! Now I remember.
Go on, then what happened?
Oh, I kept the toy and shut the wee doggies down the slide. They didn't like that one bit neither. I was having a grand time. I wanted a wee picky to remember by, so I went down to that photo thingamajig. I struck a manly pose and I was... Oh, Crivens, it's all fading away. I'll be forgetting my own name next.
Oh, don't get yourself in a twist, love. It'll come back to you.
That's right. I remember.
Go on.
I was taking a picky, holding a stick of candy floss. Oh, I love that stuff, me. I got my hunger up. Just then, like an answer to my prayers, the gong sounded for supper. I came to table, and there I found heaven, my lovely lass Felicity. I remember the fine, sweet smell of her, like... She smelled like... Oh, blast it all. My nose is a blank. I cannot recall.
Give it time, love. You'll remember.
That's it. The sweet scent of Felicity. How could I forget? I remember everything now. I'm cured. You've cured my ham knees. You cured me, and I were a right numpty with you, weren't I?
Still are, I reckon. But don't go weepy on me now. Tell me what happened after you sat down at supper.
I was making a toast when the lights went out. My eyes were adjusting to the dark when... Thump!
Who thumped you?
Och, I never saw who, but I saw what. The supper gong mallet! That's what hit me!
The supper gong mallet? You sure, Chuck?
Sure? Oh, aye! Look what it did to me!
Ooh! That's a crime, that is. No wonder your mind's been a blank. What kind of person would do that? They should be locked up. You go back to sleep now, love. Get some rest. Mr. Gabberley promised he'd run shop for me. Imagine him downstairs face to face with actual customers. Best leave him be, poor man.
Not much of a man, am I? Just hope the fragrant Miss Flick doesn't see me like this.
Shut up, you big baby, and stop yakking.
Aye, well, thanks for curing my ham knees. I'll no forget you.
See that you don't. But if you really want to thank me, you can do summit for Wallace. It's his enterprise you spoiled. Now, back to sleep with you.
Aye, anything you say, Mrs. Gabberley.
That's an extra fluffy batch. Can't do any harm to trade up. Just this once. Oh, crikey, it's heavy. Must be family-sized floss.
One of these suspects knows summat, but who to question first? If I keep staring long enough, I'm sure I'll detect summat eventually. Caught a scent, have you? His motive is clear enough. But could this apparently gentle purveyor of fine groceries be a Jekyll and Hyde character, perhaps? A vicious thumper in disguise? I must interrogate him. And put that candy floss down while I'm interviewing you, if you please.
Oh,
I'll ask you again, and this time I want a straight answer. Did you or did you not thump Duncan McBiscuit?
did you not? I mean, you did not. That is to say, me, not you. I mean, not you, me.
All right, that's enough. Just you watch yourself, Mr. Paneer, or I'll be watching you. Got it? Not another word.
Phew. What happened to my little friend and protector? I'll have to spin up another.
I just can't decide. Ah, Gromit, you must know what the debonair dog likes. Why don't you help me pick an outfit for my precious darlings? Use your doggy fashion sense and choose your favourite hat, glasses and colour. They're show dogs, you know. Prize winners. Jaunty. Aye, aye, Captain. The very latest. Hoochie Woo and Tinky Wee will love this. Hoochie Woo, Tinky Wee. Time for dress up, my dears. Oh, look at this. Hello. You found Mr. Squeaky. You clever things. I was afraid he'd never turn up. Now we're really ready for some fun, aren't we? Let's get dressed up.
The poor things are shy. Would you mind leaving us alone for just a little while?
Eureka! I've got it!
You sure this time, Mr. Wallace? I'll summon the suspects. Right. You have accused Felicity's diminutive dogs of thumping Duncan McBiscuit. To prove it, you need a motive, a weapon, and a witness. Where do you want to start?
And the weapon is... Do you have anything resembling a weapon, lad? I could use one sharpish. The weapon is this mallet.
You bang on the money this time, Wallace. I remember now. That's what it Duncan, all right. He said so himself, and he's got the dent in his bonds to prove it.
It all makes sense now. That's a maladjusted mallet, all right.
Maladjusted? What makes you say that?
Well, it looked all fluffy and pink and delicious, but underneath it was rock hard and not very tasty.
Thank you, Mr. Pinnear. It appears that the mallet is indeed our weapon. Well done, Wallace. You're on the way to proving your case, Wallace. We have a weapon. What's next?
Right, that's the one.
What's the one?
Motive. I've solved the motive.
Excellent! Tell us why Wodgy Podge and Tinky Pink thumped Duncan McBiscuit. Well, out with it, man.
Just a moment. Can you spare a motive, lad? If you've got one, give it here. The motive is this chew toy.
Really? The pups are very attached to that toy. I know from bitter experience.
Of course they are. Mr. Squeaky was a present from their mumsy. That doesn't make it a motive for hurting Duncan, though.
Oh, yes, it does. Duncan stole the toy from them doggies. Told me so himself.
He never did.
Oh, he did.
If Mr. McBiscuit did indeed take their favourite toy, that could well be a motive for thumping.
But why would Duncan want to take Mr. Squeaky? The very idea is ridiculous.
Ridiculous? Possibly. But on the balance of probabilities, spot on. I believe this motive meets the test of the law. The case against them two dogs is coming together. The only piece of the puzzle left is the witness.
Cracking. Now we'll know the truth.
The truth about what?
The witness. I've identified the witness.
Good show. Tell us who witnessed, Tinky Woo and Podgy Wee assaulting Mr. McBiscuit. Well, out with it, man.
Just a moment. Who would you pick for a witness, lad? My witness is Major Crumb.
Quite right. I saw him. It was black as pitch. The door cracked open, and I saw him dragging away the body. Short, hairy fellows with sunken eyes and tattooed necks. Sailors from the South Seas. Spies! Spies from abroad!
Not this again.
I think we've heard enough.
Wait, Major. Did your spies look like them two?
Good heavens! That's them, all right. I'd recognize them anywhere. Put those spies in irons.
Don't be silly. They're Please.
Dogs of war, more like.
What war? Oh, there is no war.
What?
All right, let's let sleeping dogs lie, shall we? The main point is, the Major saw these two dragging away Mr. McBiscuit. Isn't that right, Major?
It most certainly is.
In that case, according to the law, he is a legitimate witness. Wallace, you've shown us motive, weapon, and witness. And according to the powers vested in me as an officer of the law, I now pronounce the case solved. Duncan McBiscuit was thumped by a mallet because of a stolen chew toy, the crime being witnessed by Major Crumb. The perpetrators of this evil deed were none other than the canine criminals, Poogie Woo and Tinky Wee.
No, it can't be. My darlings are precious, kind, incy-wincy doggies, not hooligan hounds.
I knew it.
Wallace knew it.
Put 'em in chains. Throw away the key. Batten down the hatches. Cabin doors to manual.
All in a day's detective work.
Oh, I really do feel fit.
Oh dear.